operators, relational operators, right? Where we stopped, anyone have an idea? So last, I know Thursday where we stopped. So with I believe we have seen relational operators. So I think in chapter 8, all the operators, in operator or what is that? Identify operator, membership operator. You will in assignment operator, relation, all the operators detailedly they have given. So definitely I'm going to take one more time with a few examples of relational operator or assignment operator. So last class I have told you that double slash, right? So double slash a, double slash b. Let me explain here. So the double slash means a floor division. So in arithmetic operation, basically plus minus. Again, guys, I know plus minus multiplication division. So the division you will get 5 divided by 2, you will get 2.5. So if we have another operation called double slash, that is a floor division. Floor division means it round the result down to the nearest whole number. So which means it is a floor. Imagine floor math dot seal means you look upwards, so ceiling, right? You always look the ceiling. So floor means you look downwards on your floor. So same logic will apply here, math dot seal or math dot up floor. So there are modules. So this double slash will behave like a math dot floor. So I have given an example here. We are assigning a equal to 25.67. So I'm using math.floor module. So whenever we use some kind of module, this kind of module. So general calculation, you don't need to import something. So I'm using math module. So before when I start program, I have to import that math module. We will see later. Okay. So just I'm giving briefly, and then I'm asking print math.floor means okay. First I will show you math.c. So what will happen? So after decimal point, this is 6.7. So how do you always round that value? So if it is 5 and then above, you will take consider as a 1 and then add it to the nearest left hand side bit, right? So if the same logic will apply here when I use math.c. So what I will get 26. Let me run this. See, you get 26. Math.seal means it round the result upwards. So the math.floor means it won't consider floor. So it won't round that one. It means the resultant down to the nearest whole number. So it will take 25.67 and then it down to the means, one second, let me write it here. 25, 26, 27. We are using values in between 25 and 26. So floor value, what will happen? It will take the result down to the nearest, down means lesser value, right? So it down to the nearest number. So nearest number is 25. So according to our, to this value, it's 25. So we will get value of 25. So exactly the double slash floor division will work like math.floor. Okay, you guys understand this concept?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next to move on to arithmetic operators. Assignment operators. So assignment operators, we have equal to, then plus equal to, then star. So plus equal to means adding operand with some other number. So multiplication, this one division, this is modulus equal to. As usual, arithmetic operator plus, minus, and then multiplication, division. This one is exponent, and then this one is modulus. Sorry, floor division. Okay, let me see some one example, and then we will move. Assignment operator 25.6. Any values you are assigning to particular variable. So which is, if this is called a statement, So what kind of statement is it? Is a assignment statement. Okay, so now I am going to print that value a equal to 25. So that is fine. So you will get 25. What is the next one? Plus equal to. So plus equal to means here, what do you say that? Okay, x equal to, sorry, a equal to plus equal to 3. So which means it is nothing but it is equal to a equal to a plus 3. Okay, this expression is equal to this one. Okay, a equal to a plus 3. So that is called assignment operator. You are assigning a adding with some other values. Okay, so when you print this one, what will happen? 25, see here, 25 plus 3, you will get 28. The same thing if you use minus here, what will happen? Nothing but this expression is equal to a equal to a minus 3. So which means what we will get? 25 minus 3 equal to 22. So whenever I click run button, you have to see that bottom of the panel, console panel, you will get the resultant value. Okay, sometimes I may not highlight that result, so you always have to check here. Okay, then what is the next operator? Multiplication. So multiplication, nothing but this, and then it is equal to a into 3. So what you will get? 25 into 25 into 25. So I don't know the exact result. 75. It's like 25 into 25 into 25. It is not 75, right? Oh yeah, it is multiply by 3. I'm sorry, guys. I multiply by 3. So I thought square value, exponent value. So we are doing just multiplication by with 3. Then division. So division means 25 divided by 3. It is equivalent to a equal to a divided by 3. So what you will get? 25 divided by 3, you will get real value 8.333 or something. Okay, so the next operation is, this one is exponent, exponent value. So okay, sorry, that is my high chart. Okay, this one double star means exponent. 25 to the power of 3. How do you call that? 25 to the power of 3, 25 into 25 into 25 this time. So we will see the result. What will happen? Okay, 15,625. So next operation is double slashes. So double slash means what you will get? 25 double slash 3. What you will get? So already I told you it will round the result down to the nearest whole number. So it won't give you like 3.4 or something like that. No. So okay, in generally, if I say this one, what you will get? 25 divided by 3. What you will get? Tell me the answer. 25.
8.33.
Yeah, 8.25 divided by 3 equal to, you will get 8.333. Already I have showed you, right? 8.333. Double slash means floor division. You will get only 8. Okay, let's see that. See? Okay, then we have another operation that is called modulus operator. So modulus operator, what you will get? You will take the remainder. So what is the remainder of 25 divided by 3? Anyone? So this ampersand sign is called as a modulus operator. Okay, so modulus operator or remainder operator. When you divide 25 divided by 3, you will get the remainder. What is the remainder? 3, right? 3 or 1? 1. Guys, 25 divided by 3. 8 times 3 is 24. Then remainder is 1. So that is why we got remainder 1. Okay. For example, if you use 24, 26. then divided by 3, what you will get, you will using a modulus operator, you will get 2, right? Okay, so this operator, modulus operator, will you it will give you a reminder value. Okay, just a slash will give you the whole real value. So then double slash will give you it will return that down the nearest whole number. Whole number means without any fractional part. Okay, guys. Okay, next move on to next thing. Okay, next one is essential element of Python program. So how do you write a Python program? How you have to declare what is a command, and then what is the expression, we will see now. Okay, so let me take this program first. Okay, guys, operation is over. What are the operators are we have seen so far. In Gate chapter, we will, again, we are going to see all those things: assignment operators, logical operators. That is why, I stopped here today. Yesterday only I noticed it. They have explicitly given that all the operators. And let's move on to writing a Python program. So if you, when you write a any program, either basic or Fortran or COBOL. Here I have SQL database editor. Any program, you have you have to follow certain rules and syntax, right? So when you declare in Python program, Python is a case sensitive. If you define one variable in a small letter, whenever you call that variable, you have to use exact name and then exact case. Okay. Okay, let's see that program first. See this. Okay. So I have written small, sample program. So here, first two lines, that this is that command line. So when you write a program, it has, various components. Various components means, there is a command or expression, functions, blocks, and the indentation. Combined with you are going to write all those things, all the components. So basically, I explained, whenever you see the hash sign, so the entire line will be considered as a command line. So when it is a command line, the compiler or interpreter will not calculate this. It will move on to next line. Okay, in this program, we have some defined CU or something, which means this is called function. So whenever you are writing function, I will explain in few minutes after what is a function. Then here, these three lines are called statements. A equal to 15. So what is that? Just you are assigning something. So these three lines are called, statements. Here, A minus B and then A plus B. These are all expression. Expression is, calculating something with operand and then values, right? So that is called expression. Here, let's move on to next one. I'm using some condition. If and B is greater than 5, any loop, for loop or while loop, when you write that, after that there is a block of statement. What is that meaning? If B is greater than 5, which means you are going to ask program to do something. Okay, this condition is true, means you are in this program, you are printing something. So the colon means it is a block. After that, by default, when I hit enter, it will go to some different places. A different position means it won't go to the column 1. So it will go to fourth column. So this is called indentation lines. So which means basically 4 columns, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. So after 4 spaces, the block of codes will be written, and then it will be executed when this condition is true. Okay, maybe I'm going fast. Some people, some students will get confused. Okay, let me explain one more time. So, for example, if you are writing any condition, either for loop or you are writing any loop, if condition or while loop or anything. If for imagine for loop for I in range. So if you are doing asking that 0 to 1 or something, you have to do something, right? In this example, you are writing if b is greater than 5. If this condition is true, means you are asking to write something. You may calculate the temp equal to 256, and then test equal to whatever. Then you can write result equal to temp plus test. Then after that you can use a print statement, print of result. Okay, within bracket, I'm going to use then comma result. And then okay, so what it has mean, so after colon you are writing some set of statements or any calculations. Those the 5 lines, then line number, row 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, these 5 lines or 6 lines or belongs to this statement is true. Okay, so indentation is very important. Otherwise, sometimes you may get error. Suppose if you are doing like this, you will get error, because this will terminate this result equal to temp.txt is not belongs to this one. So which means after result equal to temp.test, you are you using some indentation lines. So this print these two statements are we are mentioning that this is belongs to this one. Once your indentation is over, then after that this part, this print next line is not belongs to f. So that is why it is it's showing a little bit small curly underline, which means you are throwing the interpreter throws syntax error or indentation error, unexpected intent. Okay, so whenever you are creating if loop or whatever, so one condition is true, means you have to write set of line of code or block of code. So those blocks are belongs to this condition as true. Okay, then there is a possibility, if this condition is true, you are asking you to do something. Suppose if this condition is false, then you have to use some keyword else. Then you are doing some other calculation. So after else, you have to put colon. Whenever you put colon after colon, whatever the statements or whatever the calculation, those block is belongs to this statement. So which means if b is greater than 5, this condition is false, so it will interpreter moves on to here, then it will print this statement. Okay guys. So already we have seen what is expression is made of multiple individual units are called the token. Already I told you. Then what is token, and then okay, next one is inline data, and then full inline command, and then full line command. So here if you are writing hash sign from the column 1. So if you enter or type hash sign, the entire line, the Python editor, how many character? I think 79 characters in one line. So the entire line is considered as a command line. So this hash symbol is placed on first column, means this command statement is called full line command. Okay, so the entire full line is a command line. So suppose here in if statement, row number 13, I have used on column, I don't know exactly. This means it is a part of that row, but it is a inline command. So this is called inline command. So inline command means it starts in the middle of the row, physical line. So this is the 13th row is a physical line, right? So this command line is start middle anywhere in that row number 13. So which means After this one, it is considered as a command line. When it is finished, suppose if you put here one more hash, it won't consider. And then if you put here hash, whenever the hash symbol is started, and when it terminates, you may ask, okay ma'am, I put a hash sign in middle of that row. So when it terminates means end of the line. So the what is a physical end of this line means after 79th character it will terminate. Okay, so suppose if you enter here, it that this line is terminated, the command statement is also terminated. Okay. Okay, guys. So then next to move on to expression. You know that what is the meaning of expression? A equal to 15 and then b equal to any calculations, right? So expression is any legal combination of symbol that represent that value. So okay, here expression means any legal combination. You cannot say like this. One second, let me explain. So this is not legal, right? So this is invalid statement, right? So this will throw error. For example, you cannot write this, so you will get error because this is not valid statement. So that is why expression is any legal combination of symbol that represent that value. That is called expression. Okay, you already we have seen what is the valid expression, and then if you assign this is not valid because you have declared 15 means this variable is considered as a integer type. So you cannot combine with a number and a character or any special symbol for that value. Okay, so we have defined that for example, a equal to, if you imagine a is a student name. So student name, if you are thinking that that is a string value, so you can write within double quotes, you can write a number and whatever. So the whatever you have written in the either single quote or double quote, it treat as a string type. Even though you can write with semicolon or whatever. So let me log this. Then if you run, you will get, oh okay, we haven't print anything, so that is why you don't see anything. Okay, let me write here print, you will get whatever you have entered here. Okay, in only the place in a string variable you can write within double quotes anything. Apart from that, you cannot pass any value like 23 or this now, or 23 or minus, comma. These kind of things are invalid expression or invalid statement. So that's all expression. You understand, right? What is the expression, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next one is a
Yes,
statement.
ma'am.
Statement means okay, in this program, so a equal to 345 or whatever, b equal to a minus 10. This is also statement, nothing to do with that, right? So you are not doing anything, you are assigning some values, those are called as well statement. Even though if you are printing a, this is also kind of statement. Okay, so number is locked, that is why. Okay, then next one is, we have seen already command line. Okay, we have two types of command line: single command line and then multiple command line. So here what I did, two lines of command written commands. So when two lines command means, okay, first when you write hash sign, the entire complete line is treated as a command line. So if you wanted to write a number more than one, so whenever you write, you have to start with a hash sign. So this is called two line command line. So instead of all the time you are writing hash sign, and then we have already seen we can write with a dot string. Dot string means triple single quote, either single quote or double quote. So when you start that triple single quote, you have to terminate with some other places. So in between whatever you are writing, that is called that symbol is called dot string. So whatever you are writing, that interpreter won't take those statements, right? So why are you using this hash sign as a command line, and then dot string? Why you're writing a command line? So it is a main purpose is just reading that information. Suppose in you are writing a 500 lines of code. You don't when new programmer comes, and then when you open that code, then they don't want they don't have any idea about that entire program, right? So briefly or detailing, you can explain in a first line. So that time only they are using a dot string, or that just readable information. Here why we have given here, sometimes this is inside if statement you are calculating something, a swapping or anything. So that time you can use hash sign, and then we calculated ca what is the spelling, calculated calculated for swapping number. Okay, so I have written code like this, and then whenever I ask you to read that code, so when you scroll down, then okay, if b is greater than 5 means what you have madam did, okay, calculated for swapping numbers. Swapping numbers means assigning a equal to 5, and then b equal to 10 or whatever. You are changing that values, okay, exchanging that values. So a value will goes to b, a equal to goes to b value, I mean a is fetching that b value, then b is fetching a value. So that is called swapping. Okay, those um, so those kind of time, so it will helpful, right? So suppose if I calculate any sorting, ascending order or descending order or bubble sort, so you don't need to read line by line. So if you use hash sign and then command line, inline command to write something, it is helpful for the programmers to understand what is going on after this condition. So that is why most 99% we use command statement. Then next one is functions. Okay, let's go to functions. So function is a, here I declare definition cu. So what it does mean, function it means it is a code that has a name. So in this definition, I given name cu. So function means that is a code, that is a program. It has a name, and then that code can be reused in anywhere in that program. Suppose function here I'm using a equal to, okay, 1 second, a equal to 45, and then b equal to 98 or 89, c equal to a into b. Then I'm printing print c. I have calculated something. Okay, so define the function means it is a code that has a name that can be reused in anywhere of your program, that can be executed anytime in anywhere. Okay, so when I run this program, I interpreter won't print right away. So for example, here if you use test equal to name equal to, imagine name equal to Sam or whatever, and then come on, I'm doing wrong. Thanks, 1 second. Age equal to 25 or whatever, then print name comma age. Okay, name. Okay, 1 second. Within double quotes, student name, colon, and then close quote, and then comma name, and then within double quote, student age, colon, and then there is a comma. Okay, I have written code like this. Then what will happen when the compiler starts? Okay, it will check that name equal to Sam, age equal to 25, and then print. So what will when you run this program, what you will get? You will get this print statement first. Then only the interpreter goes to next line, right? So here I used okay. Okay, that is nice. I haven't called anywhere in CU in my program. So what I have done here, I have declared some function. So I inside that function. So here I mentioned block. Inside that function, I have written 2, 3, 4, 5 lines of code. But in my program, so this is not my program. So in my this is my main program. So in my program, I haven't called that function. So whenever I call that function using this name, then only this code will be evaluated or executed. So okay, let's run this. You will see that. So what will happen? See here, when compiler interpreter moves on. Okay, name, age, and what is the fifth line? So fifth line is a print. So it is printed. Student name equal to Sam, and then student age equal to whatever 25. Then it it reads that function. Okay, whatever. Whenever you call that function, then only this function will be inside the function code will be activated. So here I haven't called my function. Okay, let's see what is the interpreter do. It will check that value a equal to 345, then b equal to a minus 10. Okay, let me change this with a small number. Okay, 25 or whatever. Then b equal to a minus 10. So what is a 25? 25 minus 10, what will get? 15. So what is the value of a? Okay, we will write here print b. Okay, so value of a is 25, value of b equal to 25 minus 10. So we here 15. So what will happen after this print statement? So student name and then student age, then you will get a print of a. So 25, and then beside 25 you will get 15. Then it will check if condition. If b is greater than 5. So our b value is 15. 15 is greater than 5. Yes, that is true. Then it will calculate this statement. Okay, we will run this code. See, student name Sam, and then student age is 25. Then it interpreter moves to here, a equals to 25, and then b equal to some calculation, print a. So it is printed 25. Okay, then b equal then we are writing code that print b. So what is the value of p? 25 minus 10. So we got 15. Then it goes to here, if statement. If b is greater than 5. So 15 is greater than 5. Yes, that condition is true. So what will happen? And the block of code will be executed. So we have assigned temporary so the variable called temporary, and then value is 256, and then test equal to something, then result equal to temp plus test. So it will add these two values and then stored into result. So the next statement, what we have done here, print result equal to result. So if we will get result equal to 1045. So which means it is added these two values. Then that's all. Then it print value was value of a. So I have to given here. So value of a means this one. So it takes this one. Value was more than 15 initially. So let me change this. Uh, uh, whatever. A test. Then here a test. Why it is giving? Okay, then we have to use single quote. Okay, then it will take that. Okay, guys. Why name error a is not defined? Okay, here we have to change it. A test, and then a test. A test, and then that's it. We haven't used anything. Okay, guys. Forget about this function. I will explain here. Compile interpreter moves on to here. We have assigned a test and then b. We are no print that two variables, and then we are checking that b is greater than 5. So b, what is the value of b? 15. 15 is greater than 5. So 15 is greater than 5 means we are, this condition is true, means we are asking to execute this code. Okay, let me change that less than 5. So what will you have to do? 20. Okay, so if I change the expression b equal to a test minus 20 means what will happen? You will get here 25 minus 5, so 5. So now our condition is 5 is greater than 5. This condition is true or false. So guys, what happened? What will happen? Here our value b equal to 5. Okay, so after this, let me write it here. A test is 25 minus 20. So what you will get? You will get 5. Okay, so now our current b value equal to 5. So when the loop is started, b, what is b? B is 5. 5 is greater than b. Sorry, 5 is greater than 5. So this condition is true or false? Definitely false, because you have to write 5 is greater than or equal to 5. So which means it will treat that one. Okay, otherwise 5 b equal to 5 means this condition will be true. Okay, guys, you understand equal, greater than, and greater than or equal to, right? We have seen, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, others? Nishaj?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay then. What will happen according to this condition? It will it will come false, then it will to execute that else statement. So what will you will get? Only after printing a student name and then age and then print a test. Okay, value of this, and then this will be changed, and then we won't get a result equal to 1045 or whatever. It will print this one. So the value of a test was 15 or less initially. Whatever we are writing in a within double quotes in a print statement, that will be written on our resultant panel. Okay, see, we got it right, student name order. Okay, now what you're gonna do? You're gonna ask you're gonna call that function. Okay, so function is a, already I told you, function is a code that has a name. It can be reused whenever you call that function. Okay, so now I'm going to call that function here. Initially, I'm going to call it with here, cu. So, okay, after this, what will happen? Oh, I call that function cu. In that function, what we have done here, we calculated something, right? So this will be printed at the end. Okay, let's try that. See, can you notice it? So it is calculated and then time to say goodbye. Now this function cu is executed. You got it right? So okay, let me change that function call in different places. Okay, when this function is true, this statement b is greater than 5, this statement is true means you call this one. Okay, let me change that value to 10. Then only this function will be true, right? Okay, now our current b equal to what? 25 minus 10, 15. Okay, now our current b value equal to 15. Okay, and then the interpreter moves on to row number 20. So it will check here b is greater than 5. So what is a b? 15. 15 is greater than 5. Yeah, this is true. So now this block, this entire block is belongs to this condition is true. Okay, this will be executed. Let's run this. See here, after calculation result for the result, print result 1004 45, and then print value at whatever, then it will check that call that function whatever we have defined here. It will call that function and then it will execute here. Maybe, listen, I'm going to use that call function here. So what will happen after calculation? So after print 25 and then 15, it will call that function. So whatever inside that function, that will be executed. Then only interpreter moves on to row number 25. Let me run this. So you got it. So after A and B, print A and B here. After this print statement, the interpreter moves on to row number 25. It will check our current B value is 15. Okay, so this condition is true. So the following block will be executed. Okay, then what is inside that block? We are assigning two values and then a result equal to whatever calculation, that is fine. Then we are calling that function. So what is a function name? CU. So CU means immediately the compiler check that function, and then whatever we have written here, it will executed. After that only we interpreter moves on to row number 25. Then these two statements will be executed. Then we got that result. Okay, okay, guys. This is the syntax of the for what these kind of rules you have to follow. Okay, one more thing, Python doesn't have terminate with any symbol or anything. Let me take this is my SQL editor. SQL is a database. You will see study later. I don't know whether you have it or not. Let me check in the content. Society, cybercrime. Maybe grade 12, definitely you will see data handling. Okay. In grade 12, you will learn about, SQL and then networking. Okay, that time you will, study these code. Okay, this is the SQL database editor. What is this function does? Whenever you write query, so this, here we call that this is statement, whatever, right? So here in my SQL, we will call everything as a query language. So whenever you terminate with a semicolon, so the line will be treated as a single query. So here I am using two lines, right? So which means the both lines are a single query. So in my SQL, you have to terminate with semicolon. C plus C sharp, COBOL. When you're writing a COBOL code, so every line terminated with a dot. Dot means decimal point or whatever. So each line should be terminated with a dot. But Python, we don't have any termination command or whatever. Maximum length of that line is 79. I told you. Then indentation line space is 4. Okay, I have to explain that. Okay. So here, if B is greater than 5, so after colon, which means this block of code is belongs to this statement is true. Okay. Now, if you move on that cursor, it will definitely show you error because already explained it, right? Did I say that or not? Today's class, did I say this one or not? Indentation. Guys, come on, speak up. Am I in line or I'm talking with air? Hello, anyone? Shweta Lakshmi, you there? Guys, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm asking you, did I say about, did I talk about indentation like this, today's class or not? Did I talk in this session? I'm asking you. Please answer no, ma'am, or yes, ma'am. Come on. Okay. Nobody's ready to answer me. This is rude. Okay. Okay. So when you are writing a block of codes for this condition, so you have to write in a indentation lines. So suppose if you are moving your cursor by accidentally or intentionally, you will get error, because after this result row number 23, so we have written some of the code with the indentation lines. So which means this is not belongs to, once you terminated with indentation, so after this code is not belongs to this if statement. Okay, so now we have written here some indentation, so which means it will throw definitely error. Okay, once remember, once you terminated with the indentation lines means this result temp plus test is not belongs to this statement true. Okay, so you have to be aware of whenever you write the code, all the indentation. So how many lines, whatever the block codes should belongs to this one or that one, you have to write. It may be single line or whatever. So even though if you write with that two spaces, that then that also throw error. Okay, so basically four spaces after the indentation starts. I'm tired of it. You guys are not responding properly. Okay, guys, until this one is fine or not
Fine, ma'am.
fine, madam? Who's that? Who said that?
Ma'am, Nishaj, ma'am.
Nishad. Okay, okay, good. Okay, so how do you write a program? Any indentation, any calculations using functions. This is how you're gonna write. Okay. For example, here in this function, whenever this b is greater than true, then only this function will be executed. Change that option equal to 20 or whatever. So what will happen? This condition will go false, right? So here our current b value equal to what will happen? 25 minus 21, 4. Okay, so b is 4 is greater than 5. No, this condition will become false. So immediately else statement will be activated. So what will happen after else? There is a colon. This set of block of codes will be executed. So here this cu won't be executed. Okay. One more thing. Let me take out this. So okay, here. I'm sorry. So you don't know after else statement, you don't know whether it is terminated or not, right? So if I use any statement or any function call, which means this else part is end up to here. Immediately then after else part, the interpreter moves on to row number 29. Then it will execute. It will call that function and then it will be executed. So you know the difference of indentation lines, and then how do you write it, guys? You are fine, right? Can I move on to next one? Variable assignments or something?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay then let's move on to variables and then assignments. Okay, variables. How do you say that? What is the mean by variable? So variable means named labels. So for example, this value Sam as something. So this is the value. 16 is also value. So you are labeling that data in using with some other character. So the variable declaration, that is a certain, I told you, the student, this is called name label of that value, right? So name value can be used and processed during the program run, are called variables. So that is a simple meaning of variable. So means named labels. So variable is a named label for that particular data, any data. So those values whose values can be used, these values whose values can be used anywhere in our program, during that program run, are called variable. So for example, you are assigning student name. Student name equal to Sam. So, in your program here, imagine, and let me delete this. Da, 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 da. Student name equal to Peter or whatever, then age equal to 15. Okay, so you are writing a program and 20 lines of code. So how do you call Peter? You are not call right away Peter, print Peter or whatever. You don't do that, right? So you only call that label of that Peter. So what is the label of that Peter? Label is, so label is yes name, student name. So this is called variable. So named label whose values can be used and processed during that program run, which is called variable. Okay, so that is a simple definition of variable. So you have to write with the, the label name should come with the left hand side. The values should come with in a right hand side. You cannot assign this like Sam equal to whatever, Sam equal to student name. No, this is not a valid statement. Okay, so always variable name should come with a left hand side, and then values of that variable should come on the right hand side. So for how it stores on in a memory, let me take that note. Okay, so in other programming languages like C, C++, or whatever, Fortran or some other languages, for example, you are assigning two variables, age 15 and then age 20. So which means the variable first, imagine age 15. So the variable age is created. Other languages that that this is a variable name. So this is behave like a container. Container at the memory location, memory address. So what it does mean, for example, you are creating age 15 and then age 20. First, variable age is created as a container at the memory address. What is the memory address? 20, 25, 30. This is the memory address. So next time when you move on to age 20, it will create a different memory address. So this is for not Python program, C++, Java or whatever. Those programs, the memory address will be different. That label, this is the it treat as a container. Okay, in memory address. So instead move on to Python, it will create age is 14, 15 or 16. It will create a memory address like this. Now we are calling that age 15. So how it it will take that memory, it point out this memory address, and then whenever we assign age equal to 20 means it moves on to memory address 20, 29, 6. So here it is the values of data are not fixed memory address, but here in other languages the memory addresses are fixed. Only the data, the values 15 and 20 will be changed. Okay, so that is the difference between Python program and other languages. So guys, you okay there, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
the okay, then next one is L values or R values. So that which means a right hand side and then left hand side. So you always define variable in a left hand side, and then values should be placed on the right hand side. That is a simple thing. So next one is we move. This is these two statements are the invalid statements, right? So as per our Python's rule, declaration. So the label name or variable name should placed on the right hand side of your program. So let's move on to multiple assignment statement. Okay, for example, here we are using. Come on, the tooltip. I don't want to. 1 second. Let me stop that debug statement. Okay, now, okay, one more thing I forgot to tell you that, um, when you have seen this program, right? A definition using this after function, you have to, by default, you have to use two spaces. So then only this function treat as a it completed. Okay. So this is an important point. You have to remember all those time. Okay. When blank line between method and function, one blank line, there will be a one blank line. So this is the function. After function, you have to press enter twice. So the function will be completed. Then normal code is started from row number 11. Okay. So these only 2 points you have to remember all the time. So if you are declaring method or function, you have to give one blank line. Okay. So I will explain method. I told you, right? Use import method, import math module. Then I have to use here a equal to 25.89. Then print of math dot seal of a. See here I use some module. So this is called whatever here dot py, it is called as a module. So check on the just to see on the left hand side. So here I extension .py is called as a module. So whenever sometimes Python, we have to import certain modules. If you are calculating normal a plus b or multiplication or division or some other in some other calculation, you don't need to import any other import any module. So here I'm using some ceiling of math.ceiling. You have to import that module. Whenever you import something module or method, you have to use one blank space. So which means you have to enter, then from second line you can. This is a good way of write a program. Okay, so if you are using a defining function, then after function you have to enter two blank spaces. Okay, I forgot to mention that. Okay, next to move on to multiple assignments. So multiple assignment means for example a equals to b equal to c equal to 35, which means the variable a is also 35, b is also 35, c is 35. Okay, so all three variables, these three the three different variables, all variable values are 35. Sometimes if I print b, so you will get 35 here. Got it? See, I don't like tooltip always popping up. Okay, then move on to C. So 35. So for example, now when you calculate B equal to, so okay, C equal to C plus 10 or whatever, then now it will, the C value will be changed. 35 plus 10 equal to 45. So it will store now the the interpreter take the latest value of that variable. Okay, after that you are using two three places. If you are using calling C, so what is the current latest value of C, that will be part of that code. Okay, that will be executed. Now you use print statement, you will get 45. Initially you assign which means C equal to 35. So multiple assignment means in Python allows you to assign two three variables are equal to 35. You can use the other way. For example, a equal to 24 and then b equal to a. So which means it will take that value of value of a. What is the value of a? 24. So if you use print b, 1 second, so you will get 24. Okay, so in this way also you can assign that values. So other way a comma maybe a comma b comma c equal to 20 comma 30 comma 54, which means we are assigning three different values and then it will take order wise these values. So which means a equal to 20 and then b equal to 30 and then C equal to 54. So in this way you can assign that values. Okay, so now if you ask to print A comma C, you will get what you will get. You will get 30 and 54. Let's see, 30 and 54. Okay, so suppose I am doing here A comma B equal to B comma A. Okay, so now what you will get, initially we are here, one second, let me explain this. Now A equal to 10, then B equal to 20, C equal to 54. So initially we are assigning that values A comma B comma C equal to 20, 30, 40, 54 means it like this one. Okay, so after that we are changing A comma B equal to B comma A, which means the it will take that value, it will assign that value order wise, right? So the same way now we have defined that A comma B equal to B comma A. So what is the value of B? Once again, guys, what is the value of B? B is 20, right? So now A will become 20, and then here it will take order wise. A comma B is equal to B comma A. So A equal to B. Okay, let's imagine this way. A equal to B, then B equal to A. So it will take corresponding value for A and B, and then it will assign into A and B. So now what is the value of B? So B is 20. So now it will change to 20. So now the latest A value equal to 20. So what is the value of A here? After this execution, okay, I will write it here. Okay, now what is the value of A here? 10, right? So now it will take 10. So the current B value, so B value equal to 10. So now let's ask to print A comma B, A comma B comma C. Okay, so what? Okay, we don't want to see now. Let's see what will happen. See why it is 30. Yeah, we have, A, B is 30. I have written wrong. You guys are, A equals to 20 here, 30 here, 54. Okay, guys, I have entered wrong value here. So because I imagined that this is 10. Okay. So initially what we are doing, A comma B comma C, then we are assigning some values at 20, 30, 54, which means A equal to 20, B equal to 30, and then C equal to 34. So this one I will consider after this, sorry. Oh, it is gone, disappeared. Okay, after this statement, A equal to 20, then B equal to 30, then C equal to 54. Okay, guys, you guys are following me, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then interpreter moves on to row number 6. Row 6 is what? A comma B equal to B comma A. So which means what is the value of B? Value of B is 30, right? So it will move on 30. So A equal to now whenever this line row number 6 is executed, so in the A value will be changed to 30. So what is the value of A here? So A is 20. So it will move to 20. So now the current B value equal to 20, current A value equal to 30. So now we are asking to print A comma B. So it will be printed 30 and 20. So that's what we got it. Okay. So this is called multiple assignment, and then assigning values and then swapping that values. So you understand this? Oh, already time's up. Why you haven't mentioned me? You have to inform. You have our next session, right? So I'm taking. But once the time's up, then any one of you have to intimate me, ma'am. Time's up. Okay. I don't want to take your break time. Guys?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
So you have to intimate me, ma'am. Time's up. No, it's not offending. You have to let me know. I keep on taking. I'm on most of the time. I don't follow that time. Okay, it's 11:30 or whatever. Okay, you have to let me know. Otherwise, I will. And 11:30 to 11:45, you have a break or other session.
Break, ma'am.
11:45 we have other session, ma'am.
See, already I have taken your break time. Sorry about it. Next class, yeah, be aware of it. Okay, bye guys.
Thank you, ma'am.